You can recreate the 12 hours of Sebring in both Automobilista 2 and Le Mans Ultimate. But what characterizes each sim? What makes one different from the other? And which one is even better? I have analyzed and compared the most important aspects and features. To say it straight away, there is no one winner. I like both games for what they do well, each in its own way. However, there are significant differences. Automobilista 2 and Le Mans Ultimate both are leading racing simulation games with impressive, very immersive, or even visceral handling models. LMU is the official WEC game sporting only this content. It has been in early access since February 2024. AMS2 came out in 2020 and sports the IMSA license since 2023. However, endurance racing is just one part of the game. In total, AMS2 features over 200 cars and 60 tracks. Both games offer multiple options to customize your race weekend in accordance with the rules and regulations of the respective motorsports series, including time acceleration, a full day-night cycle, and dynamic weather. Overall, AMS2 has even more options for fine-tuning and in total is the more polished game. However, with recent updates, LMU has been notably improved in terms of stability and loading times. With version 1.6, the grid size in AMS2 has grown up to 50 cars. For Sebring, that is 47. In its current version, however, there are not enough pits at Sebring, hence some cars have to share boxes. In and around pits, cars are immaterial and therefore cannot get damaged. The lighting here corresponds to the session date, which is the 16th of March 2024. Could be an evening mid-March in Florida. In LMU, a full grid at Sebring means 37 cars, each with its own box or garage. This here where I'm starting and driving is the pits area behind the actual pit lane. And after we take that right, this now here is the actual pit lane where in the race your box pit crew will be. Please also note that according to the respective motorsports series, LMU and AMS2 use different pit lanes, which both are existing and being used in real life. In LMU, the lighting seems a bit off. One of the reasons is that you cannot set a specific date for the session, and this year looks more like a summer evening rather than late winter or early spring.
Pit exit's clear. We have 18 minutes to set.
In endurance racing, and especially the GTP class, tires are not preheated, so on this date and at this time of day they are rather cold and take at least 2 laps before they are sort of working. Until then, there is significantly less grip, forcing you to deliberately drive slower. Here now at the end of my outlap, the tires have built up some grip, yet still not enough for a proper quali run on the next lap. Finishing lap 2 and beginning lap 3, this is going to be my actual first quali run then. Doing the perfect lap in, well, heavy traffic with up to 47 cars on the track is as tough as it is fun. The track's realization is simply awesome and outstanding. It sports everything Sebring is known and famous for. All the bumps are there, all the cracks in the road, hideous curbs and treacherous and deceiving track limits. Just awesome.
All clear. Push now. Okay, Timo.
Regarding heating up tires, LMU is even tougher, as warming up the tires takes even longer than in AMS2. Toward the end of my outlap, they are still blue and cold. finishing lap 2 and still not in their optimal range. It is only close to the end of lap 3 when I'm constantly feeling significantly more grip and am getting faster finally. However, it is only from the end of lap 4 on when I feel really confident in the car and am able to really push.
That lap time was 1:51.5.
In both games, practice and quali sessions can be set to private, which means that only you are on the track. In my opinion, this feels a bit off. I like having traffic on the road much better. Feels much more authentic and like the real thing. Also, LMU's rendition of Sebring is just superb and leaves hardly anything to be desired. My best times in both games currently are low 149s, while for me it is significantly harder to drive consistently fast
2 minutes
in
to 2
LMU.
minutes.
In LMU, you will have to double file before the start on the rolling start and also stay within a certain area relative to the car in front and behind of you. Rolling speed is 60 kph. To keep that, the speed limiter can help you and prevent you from receiving a penalty. Due to the low speed, the starting procedure can take up to a whole minute, thus leading to cold tires at the start line. As race starts and first corners are known for the most action and chaos, and also as the AI really does not hold back, you will have to be very careful on those first meters.
Clear right.
Pole position. Get ready, mate.
In AMS2, during the rolling start, cars are ghosted, so violating double file driving is not punished. Speed limit for the rolling start is 120 kph. In terms of action and chaos, the same applies for AMS2, so be careful and give yourself and the AI a couple of corners to sort everything out. Just remember, the race is rarely won in the first corner, but quickly lost there. But how do AMS2 and LMU perform where it counts most, namely in the race itself? Fortunately for all ambitious sim racers, both games do an excellent job here too. Thrilling multi-class endurance racing is guaranteed, regardless of whether you start up AMS2 or LMU, sit in a GTP, LMP or GT3. The sims are also close in terms of handling, and in my opinion it's more a matter of personal preference than objective superiority. Any differences? Yes, there are a few. Apart from the aforementioned maximum number of vehicles, it's 47 in AMS2, 37 in LMU, the biggest difference for me is the AI. AMS2 clearly has the edge here for me, as the AI received a noticeable upgrade with version 1.6. Slower vehicles now make way, lap vehicles leave the racing line, and the defensive and offensive behavior of the computer opponents has also been significantly improved and made much more realistic. On the other hand, LMU has room for improvement here. Especially when being lapped, the slower cars do not slow down or move away from the racing line. Overall, however, the AI in LMU delivers a solid performance and also makes for exciting endurance races. Speaking of endurance, only in LMU can you save your race at any time and resume it at a later point in time, thanks to the save feature. So you can spread out your virtual 12 hours of Sebring however you like. One more word about the AI strength. To achieve the most realistic times, I had to set the AI in AMS2 to 103 to 108, while in LMU 92 to 95 was enough. So, to sum it up, both games do an excellent job of recreating the 12 hours of Sebring, and it's mainly up to you and your personal preference which one you rank over the other. For me, it's not either or, but both, and the only thing I now have to do is to get better, to get good, and get the most out of these two fantastic games.
6th place.
Thanks a lot for watching, enjoy your racing, and see you on the next one. Bye.
Okay, it's over. Bloody awful result, mate.